popping out your shoulders or something.
There's another speech gauge. It's called framing. Get the fuck together. Hey, the game. What are you saying?
I don't know. He's like, you should move up, but I guess he
I want to block you off, sir.
Oh,
You know, we're trying to get a different demo. You know, like the Cougars. You know, they gonna see you and go, oh, what's the show?
that Black Thought?
Black Thought.
I'm got Black Thought. Black Thought and Ice Cube.
Don't forget Tracy Morgan.
I don't get it.
We good, Keith? Yep. Right on Q Live, and we are live. We got Tracy Morgan. No, so we got some infamous guests from infamous, man. You know, cause starting with you. Introduce yourself, sir.
Ant Moore, West Philly representative.
AKA Ant Dollars.
Chi.
From Kid Curses, Venn Diagram. That's all right.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Kelly.
And you holding down the women while we dismantle and disparage and disgrace the entire woman species.
Nice. Wow, no you're not. You're gonna attack me. Nah, I'm gonna be in the screenshot tapes.
Nah.
Bitch, let us down. And you, my man, introduce yourself.
Uncle Jew.
Uncle Jew.
AKA just Uncle Jew.
Infamous. It may have something to do with you. Yeah, you caused some hate last time. Last episode, Kid Curses. One of my favorite episodes. Great episode. Great conversation.
I thought it was.
Right.
I thought it was excellent conversation.
Right. Exactly. A lot of gems dropped.
Yeah.
One of my favorite is that being a housewife is easy as shit. Women gotta stop being like
do it in my sleep.
Yeah, do it in your sleep. Finna be a breeze. Y'all be bitching about not working while we at work. But
Oh
you
my
know
God,
what?
I gotta go home and cook.
Oh my God. I gotta pick 2 hours out of a whole 24-hour span to cook something.
2 hours? Who takes 2 hours?
Exactly. I'm rounding way up. I'm rounding way
If it's
up.
that easy, why don't you just do it?
What? You say what?
If it's that easy, why don't you do it?
Like we said on Kid Curses, I wish Oprah will come save me. I'll gladly start cooking then, like, or
I've been
whoever.
doing it for years.
Talk heavy, King. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, can we
In my sleep.
in your sleep. Because, you know.
My dad definitely did most of the cooking.
Talk heavy and let's go. Fuck these women.
In my sleep.
And I'm gonna talk my, you know, I don't cook sincerely, but I be cleaning.
Barely.
I'll show you some barely. But we're gonna get back to that. We're gonna get back to that. This first topic ever. When this topic came, it came to my sleep, and I was like, oh yeah.
You had a dream?
I had a dream.
He was on edibles.
Relax. I'm ready to wreck some
Shots
shit.
fired.
I'm ready to just tear down this fake allegiance of women and all there is nonsense.
I'm nervous. I'm afraid.
Okay, no, seriously. So, we speaking about work, right? So I was thinking about it, right? Honest question. When women talk about the wage gap, and they say they should get paid more and this and that, whatever. And me and I was actually touching this thing, right? So when women say they should get paid equal, I ask, should they? Because, like, hear me out now, hear me out. But it's like women technically they come with more baggage because y'all deal with certain things, birth alone, like maternity, right? People have to fit in their like corporate budget for it. I'm not saying y'all shouldn't have the time off, but
Not
we
everybody
have to.
kids either. Not all women have kids.
I know that, but a lot do. Or just something because I work with women, right? And they always gonna do something. Not saying it isn't serious, but they always gonna do something, whatever. Where I feel a lot of men typically are just way more low maintenance, just as people and workers.
So they shouldn't get paid.
I'm just posing the question. I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm just posing the question.
That does
So
not make sense at all.
I mean,
No, it does not make sense
not
at
the
all.
most,
hey,
not the worst thing I heard.
It is.
Well, I know one of the things that me and Q was talking about when we was talking about this podcast. I was working at a job where we had to do a little lifting, and one of my female coworkers, she was like, "Aunt, you gonna grab this for me?" I'm like, "No, I got stuff to do. Like, you can lift it yourself." She was like, "Oh, you're not gonna be a gentleman?" I'm like, "Well,
Do they want
we
to
at
be
work
equal?
right now. Like, I'm not courting you.
Probably
Like,
got paid
is
more.
it how necessary is it for me to be a gentleman in a workspace? Like, it's like
That's a good point.
It depends
when
on
you
the
fill
job.
out the
why
application.
does it depend on the job though?
That's a good point.
Because
We're coworkers.
But on the application it said, "Are you able to lift 50 pounds?" And she checked, yeah, that's how she got the job.
And I feel most men just out of, you raised well. Lena raised me well. we imagine you're gonna pick up more slack or do certain things as a gentleman. We condition. But it's like, end of the day, just argument's sake, it's like, is this shit?
Well,
do y'all want to be
You
equal?
don't have to lift. Like, I'm in a job where...
Of course.
And we have boxes, and when the boxes are heavy, I'm not lifting them.
Why aren't you lifting? Why aren't you doing your duty?
I'm not breaking out my bag, hurting my back.
So you're not doing your job?
Boxes for this job. Now, and I ask male coworkers to lift them, and they do. Wow. Now, if they chose not to,
then what?
Then the manager better come lift me.
I don't know what to do with shit.
They need to hire somebody to come move.
Frowned upon, like you couldn't help.
You ain't no man.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Hey.
Tell them, hey, give me more money, and then I'll lift these boxes, or take this little off of me, then I'll lift.
Or maybe we should pay you less.
No.
Because you ain't lifting boxing.
Wait.
But
that's interesting. That you saying you should get paid more if you do that. So if the man does that, is that why he gets paid more?
That shouldn't be. That's ridiculous.
Why though?
But you want to get
You
paid.
just said get paid more to do the same thing he already doing, right?
That's ridiculous.
No, I'm saying that they should ask whatever his compensation. If he have an issue with it, he got to bring that up with the boss.
And they was like, you right. We're gonna pay you more.
I don't know that.
Now look, and all this obviously, like if you work in an office job like that, everybody should get paid the same thing.
Yeah.
If it's a situation where it's like the load is going to be passed on more to certain people,
what you signed up for. Like that's.
Well, I think it's convenient equality. Women want equality across the board, but in certain aspects, like you said, lifting that box or lifting.
Or it's that time of month. I don't really feel like
it's a little dicey.
But
so the equality gets convenient.
I got a migraine today.
There's also instances where
cluster headache.
Because you lift that box, I'm doing way more other things than you.
Really?
Like there could be things that I'm doing that you don't do.
That's true.
So
y'all tend to have more pins at your desk.
And the go. Don't forget the go.
Like I could be ordering food for the boss, going down to go pick it up. I gotta use my legs to go walk down there.
I definitely don't go to my male coworkers if I need lotion. I'm just like
y'all use the brown lotion.
Wow.
Can I get you? I got lotion sitting on my desk specifically for males like y'all.
And we appreciate it.
Exactly.
I appreciate you keeping me hydrated.
No, I'm offended. If
moisturized.
I need gum and a bunch of girls around, you don't got no gum.
Who doesn't have gum?
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's true.
Yeah. Who y'all mom?
Lotion. Who y'all mom? Who raised y'all?
Exactly. So the little
what type of grandma you gonna be?
Yeah. Okay, so it's a fair point, Kelly. You know, I totally disagree with that. But that's actually a fair rebuttal. We call that a draw.
I get one.
Call that a draw.
That's a fair one.
Uncle Jew, right? One of your famous quotes is like you said, everything is the only thing certain in life is taxes, death, and cheating. Right.
What?
He stands by his words. But one of the reasons why I respect it is he's not one of these typical men who be like, it's just men doing it. Like, yo, men are gonna do it, deal with the women, you can't find them better. Yeah, no, bitch gonna cheat on you too. Like, she gonna
At
do
some
it.
point.
Yeah, like, it's
everybody's
gonna
gonna be caught in the cheating web.
Right.
Be it you're cheating, you're with someone cheating.
You got real excited there. I'm tight about this bitch shit. But keep talking.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, at some point.
But
cheating is a given. I think it's you know what? I think cheating is one thing that's probably one of the most under-discussed, underrated things in society. I'm so serious because it happens every day to everybody. And it's one of those things that, especially when a woman is doing it, it's kind of swept under the rug. As opposed, and what I mean by that is when a woman gets cheated on, everybody within the air proximity tends to know. As opposed to men, when we get cheated on, it's not always our first thought to tell everybody.
Can y'all be embarrassed?
And the bell, which works in your favor. It works in a woman's favor.
That's not my fault.
Our pride. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying our pride.
I like when y'all embarrassing your sleeve for some reason. Though. Like, y'all like, I'm embarrassed, everybody. Come see me be embarrassed. Like,
and that's a good point. You're joking, but that's a good point. Women will definitely embarrass themselves And what I mean by that is take that man back after they told everybody, he did this, he did that, he did this. Take him back and then want him to feel bad about, I'm so embarrassed. I took you back. You didn't have to tell everybody. You didn't have to tell everybody that and everybody on the block and write the book. Right.
The movie.
And then we back together. If you had just said nothing and we worked through it, you wouldn't be so embarrassed. But
so my further point was but you also say at the same time there's a way to do everything.
Absolutely.
And even though it's certain or it's going to happen or it comes to the territory, certain shit is unforgivable.
yeah.
So let's talk about certain things that whoever each of y'all be like, yo, that's like my line or like no coming back from that whatever.
Are we like married?
Yeah, I say married, Kelly. Yeah, that's you know, convenient morals.
What? Okay.
A baby.
The baby.
A baby.
Doesn't matter if he's
Lifetime.
rich. Yeah,
this is the
cool.
money limit.
Because you had to think about it, so that's okay,
Alright.
right?
Does he make that whole family
But
disappear?
the
Like,
relationship will never be the same.
That's fair.
I'm probably start cheating on you on the side.
Sure, you would.
I love it. I love the honesty. I love you didn't just say, no, it don't matter. If you have a baby, it's over. No, that I totally agree. That's how it goes, but most people won't.
Yeah, if we like,
Won't admit that.
only if you got money though, like.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
really.
and is that because he can continue to take care of you and the baby, or if it's like, oh no, this baby is gonna be taken away from the
No, you
household?
gotta
Yeah, the baby, you gotta see that child
Yeah.
and that infidelity like every day, and then that takes away from me.
Damn, what? Put yourself on the child level? Like, God damn, you're like it's a side chick or something.
I'm
Like,
saying,
you
like-
treat us both the same. My child? But no, okay.
That's why I'm gonna leave.
Okay. How about this? So he didn't fuck your friend necessarily, but a girl you're not so fond over.
A girl that she knows, but
You know, not an enemy, but like, you know I don't like that bitch.
just.
Yeah, that's that.
Done forever?
Yeah, that's that.
Okay. Fella, y'all got anything yet?
I feel like most women get through that. Get past that.
Definitely fucking a friend. That would be fucked up. Especially, yeah. Or if it was somebody that you didn't even know she was into, but then you like, damn, I was busting it up with this nigga the whole time. I didn't even know I was on some shit like that. Like that would probably fuck me up.
That leads up to mine. Mine would be ongoing deceit.
So an affair necessarily.
Yeah, just an ongoing, like, y'all under my nose. We've been in the same.
Holy
I know him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Like
working
a
out
little-
your arms and stuff.
I know him. We know each other. We've been in the same.
Skipping upper body days.
Right. We've been in the same.
Do like a little quarter, half something. Okay.
Yeah,
Same
we've been
proximity,
in
you
the
know.
same
shit like that.
proximity the whole nine, and it's been going on like right under my nose, and I'd rather the whole fling. You went on vacation with your girls, something happened, boom, I found out. I probably could get past that.
How about this, Kelly? So he cheats, right? And you find out that he fucked her raw.
That's done.
Forever?
Yeah. I mean, most of these.
We
most
don't
of the,
believe
the
you.
cheating, The cheating is gonna be done.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that I can ever trust you again. Like after that.
My thing is the house. Like if it happens in like where I sleep at, it's like,
Yeah.
that might be my number one actually. Like,
And the head. This
yeah.
guy's always,
You something think in my bed.
it's always the head with this guy. He's like, you know what? If she ain't give him head,
That's never gonna be
maybe
like they're
could
never
get-
gonna say that. We're gonna just deny that part. Like
well, most women won't deny the whole.
yeah, I'm
gonna
denying.
take it
Down with the lie.
I'm dying with the lie.
Yeah. Cause I really feel like, especially cause like I'm a vocal person, so I say how I feel about a lot of shit. So I feel like if I'm with a girl and she really go suck another dick, she did that shit out of spite. Like she did that shit intentionally to fuck with me. Like it's like,
She know.
yeah, like you know how I
that's your
feel.
cutoff.
That's like me if I fuck with a white girl. Mama,
So
yeah.
different though.
But the
I'm talking about everybody got their number one thing.
But the
So
thing
like,
about that,
I know
women-
mama gonna go full like machete mode.
I know a lot of women don't like to suck dick unless they really fuck with the man. So that means you also like really fuck with him.
Or she
heavy.
on some just super slimy whore thing that
That's a
day. It was like,
misconception.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Really?
That's a misconception.
Yeah, I don't think.
Women will give you.
Of course, you're not going to do it to everybody.
talk about it.
But
Yeah, I don't think you got me. I don't think they got me in love and all that shit.
whoa, you saying most women?
Yes. Most women. That's a misconception.
Oh, so that's the new. I usually don't do this. That's the.
That's a misconception. And I think
Black women?
I never
even back.
Yeah, I never done this before.
oh my god.
And I think it's becoming more and more prevalent because of this whole what we was talking about earlier, the whole equality thing. I think women are taking that even further with sexuality.
It's a way of dominance.
Yeah,
Like a small way of dominance.
You don't have to choose me. I'm gonna choose you, and I'm gonna do this. You know.
But I would think again. I gotta start asking. You sucking dick? How willing you willing to suck dick? Whatever. But I would think like I'm willing to fuck whoever. Like or he can eat my pussy. Or we fuck. But it's
No,
like,
if I'm not, most times I would say that like, if I'm not gonna do that part, then we're not gonna have sex. Like I don't need to have sex with you. Then.
Yeah.
If I'm not.
But I'm definitely willing to fuck a girl and not eat her pussy though. Like that's.
Oh yeah. But most women are willing to do it, but most men are on the vibe that Anna's on. Like I know she ain't probably, so they're not gonna press it. But if presented, they're like, oh yeah, why not?
Okay, interesting. So, Uncle Drew, we have like my generation. We have a reoccurring running joke: bad knees. Women always talking about they got bad knees. Girls under 30 talking about they got bad knees. Oh, I can't ride dirt, can't get on my toes. Yeah, that's the thing. They talking about the bad knees or whatever. So is that a thing? Right?
I didn't know that.
Like, bitch, you're 23. I think you got bad knees. You ain't played sport in your life.
You just got the pubes. You
like-
got bad knees.
So like,
It's
speak.
real.
That's real.
It's real. I
Ah.
got bad knees. My legs is
Oh,
long.
Kelly,
I'm
you
thin.
weigh
My bones
100
are like
pounds.
weak. Exactly. That's why my bones are weak. Like I
Bad
can't.
knees.
That
feel
literally
my
makes no
knees so
sense.
long.
Oh man,
I'm trying to tell you
that's
the
new to
truth.
me. I didn't know that was.
But it's
And
just
when
like-
you see people work out, like they be like,
It's just like
"Yo,
muscles.
my knees
You
bad. That's why we wearing pads."
use them or you lose them. So the problem
Make
is
these squats
your
and
knees
stuff.
ain't strong enough because you ain't
squat
used them
on.
in a while. Like the more you work them knees out, the stronger they gonna
That's
be.
not
You gotta work through that pain. That's how you get stronger.
The problem is
For the right one.
it's your first time on top in 2 years, so it's
Yeah.
them knees don't even know. Them knees don't even know what to
Yo, y'all
do.
understand this?
Use it.
Y'all don't understand.
So, okay, when you ride dick, right? That's my other thing with the whole discussion. When girls talk about the bad knees, it ain't like all y'all just on y'all toes, you doing all this wild shit on your knees. A lot of y'all lay on your thighs or whatever. You know, y'all be chilling on the dick. Like,
It depends. It depends. Like if I'm on like on a chair or something, then I'm okay. But like if we're like laying down and my knees is bent, you only get in like 30 seconds.
Wow. I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a
Yeah,
thing, man.
when you
Women
get
out here,
into
and they expect.
I gotta
That's
start
some
taking.
millennial stuff.
They
It's
gotta start
millennials,
That's
man.
some millennial
I can't defend it. I can't defend
That's
it.
a millennial. Generation X.
We start drinking milk.
they-
Remember, milk is bad for you now. So.
I saw girls. I saw girls releasing say
You
you
gonna
gotta be
blame it on the almond
They
milk?
don't drink milk anymore.
I don't know them good
That's
adjustments.
that silk ain't the
Fucking
same.
sober. Like, they're gonna
That
make
silk
that
ain't the same
cow.
as 1%.
That cow. It got, it got cons, but the pros, knees. But I heard, how about the couch? Do the couch make a difference? I heard girls say the
Yeah,
couch can help with
It depends on how you're sitting. Like if I'm like this, then yeah. But if I'm like the other way, my knees are still bent. Then
So you ever heard like your generation, Reaganomics generation of like,
Nah,
they probably just wasn't as vocal. They probably just like did it because they felt like they
Mm.
had to.
Okay.
We're a lot stronger.
Speak
This
about your
generation
species.
is a little bit
More
more strong.
outspoken.
so they suffer from bad knees all the time,
They
but
just never said it.
Yeah.
but y'all put your foot down. Maybe that's our problem.
That's
Like,
what it
we
is.
let y'all talk too much. It's like, who the fuck asked you about your knees up there? Like, who the fuck? Shout out to Denzel Fences.
You walk around, I tell her, I got pneumonia. Pneumonia? That's not even a thing.
How about this though? So thinking of black women again, right? Uncle also has that theory where he says him and a few other girls we work with, you know, a lot of like sister soldiers out there, they feel black men. See what you think about this, Kelly? Black men get money or fame or success and leave their black women astray.
I agree.
You would say most or some?
Um.
Cause they say like, yeah, they. And my rebuttal to this typically, I've kind of stepped back a little bit from the debate recently. Cause I just like, no, I'm not like these niggas. I don't give a fuck defend these people no more or whatever. Like, I don't have a complex. Like, I love women, but I love black women. I don't have to defend these niggas.
That's classic Q.
Yo, I can't defend these niggas. Like, I'm not chasing the Kardashian. It really ain't that deep. I fuck one, but I'm not going to just like, oh, I couldn't wait. But my thing used to be like, no, niggas always wanted to fuck Kardashian type chicks. They just wasn't in Germantown. So now I'm in LA, you know, I'm having a little run. But it was like, no, niggas never, the run never ends.
Yeah, I haven't seen like,
I
can't think of a celebrity that like stopped messing, like gave up white women and went to a black woman. Like I can't think of a celebrity that like broke up with a white woman and ended up with a black
Russell
woman.
Wilson. Had a white wife.
Did he?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Sierra, bad. I didn't know that.
I think part of it is too like
Defend my king, you know he corny as shit.
A lot of times we're looking at the most visible people too, which is some celebrities.
Yeah.
I don't think is as many celebrities as is like made out to be, but then also I don't consider that the majority of like black money.
And
What's
also
on the shade
like
room?
people with money
majority.
don't always have to be like basketball players or like
Facts.
What the doctors' wives looking like? What the
the
lawyers?
married to
doctors, lawyers, successful black men tend to go get a woman of a lighter shade. Not always white, but just of a lighter shade.
I agree. So.
Be it mixed, exotic, white, whatever. They just tend to go get a woman of a lighter shade for whatever reason. I don't know if it's like we just brought up to think that's prettier, that looks better on our shoulders.
Willie Lynch coming out.
Yeah, and it's a shame.
Again, I'm not about to go against it, but I just feel that to Ant's point, just me. Cause I like that you broke down and saying no, it's not just a celebrity thing. It's just success in a sense. All men I've been around from different cities across the country, shit like that, whatever, of all ages. I don't see this crazy disparity of like niggas with light skinned girls or like mixed girls or foreign chicks, whatever. It's like no, like,
and it's like does that mean like is Beyonce light skinned like Jay-Z's going for Beyonce because she
like Michelle got Barack, so it's like oh she got a foreign nigga. Like is that the same logic in a sense?
It's not the same.
How not the same?
And
how Barack not the same though? In this art, in this logic y'all saying?
Because you don't really see.
Well, they was together though. What you mean?
No, he some mixed nigga. He's not always black. He's light skinned.
Right.
Ain't from fucking Hawaii or some shit like that. Like.
Well, one he's look black, not exotic looking like that. That's one.
He's lighter though.
He's
like lighter shade.
He's like a mixed guy that's smoking Newport 100s.
No, I'm not saying, but I'm saying, but that count. If that was reversed, where I say, see, Barack did it too. If he was darker like Michelle, and then
you know what,
y'all count that the same thing.
I would, but mark the fucking calendar because this one time
for a woman,
for black women. Black women don't do that. They actually successful black women go through a lot of their lives single because they're looking for that black man to match their energy instead of going over to that fairer skinned white or what have you, man.
So we gonna act like there's no black woman celebrity that does this?
No, but I'm saying that the range is like
the comparison.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm not talking about celebrities. I'm just talking about success in life. Yeah. I'm just talking about a woman with a clearing 2K.
But even then, like I say, I do think it get amped up a little bit because like nobody, even the Beyonce and the Hove and the LeBron, Will Smith, Denzel, Angela Bassett. Like there's a lot of examples of black couples that have been together for a long time, but like they don't get highlighted because
I
also think
there's no controversy with that.
They're at different like
older generation.
Where is Beyonce? Where is Jay-Z gonna go after Beyonce? Where's
Plenty
Barack
girls
gonna
want
go
Jay-Z.
after Michelle? Like these are like dominant women.
She's saying like as high as they are.
We really want to act like first of all, I hate to be that guy.
But
Barack was the president.
Okay.
Michelle was the first lady.
Right.
And
the whole world saw Barack and Michelle.
Well,
Michelle, we're not going to act like she's on the same level as Barack, though.
No, Michelle. Fuck you.
Jay-Z and Beyonce is like, you got me there. Barack and Michelle, get the hell out of here.
Before the presidency, Michelle was making more money than Barack as a lawyer.
Before the presidency.
Well,
Even
yeah,
after
right,
the
he became the first
they
black
want
president.
her to run for president. Now,
Right, but that didn't happen.
But I'm saying
Well, the bottom
she's
line
still high in
is-
status.
Yes, but she's not Beyonce.
Forever first lady.
It's not the Beyonce Jay-Z thing.
I think
But some people say Beyonce's over Jay-Z.
I say
Beyonce
this.
is definitely over.
That's fair.
I
It's
see
not like that
this.
with Barack.
Michelle wouldn't be shit without Barack.
What?
She would be a success, but she would not be the prominent person that she is.
And y'all gas Michelle.
And
She would not be the
Who
prominent
knows
person
if
that
Barack
she
would
is.
have been Barack without Michelle?
That's fair.
I totally agree.
It's a unit.
Totally
But we're not with
agree.
that. Like it's a 1A and a 1A and a 1B.
Totally agree.
Or not a 1 and a 2.
I don't think he wins without Michelle. If he has a white wife or
Hell
fair-skinned
no.
wife, I don't think he wins without
Exactly.
Michelle.
So where you
I
going?
agree.
I'm
I'm just saying, if she's not with Barack, she's a successful black lawyer,
And if
woman.
Barack is not with Michelle, is he
He may
still
not
successful?
become president, and you know
And she can stay above him, but once he becomes president, okay. Thanks, babe. You know,
that changes
But she
everything.
could be something too.
not president though. I'm saying she isn't president yet. Like I'm not saying she can't be. But I'm saying at this point, as it stands, he's fucking president. How you gonna put somebody above him? He was a president. Like that would make
I
sense.
She
don't think,
probably
I don't
could've
think
been.
nobody. I don't think he could put anybody above her either,
He get Beyonce.
except for Beyonce.
So there you go. Like get Rihanna. Like what are we talking about?
Nah,
Like,
not-
But that's why Barack's so
She
cool
smokes
though,
too much.
because even he was on some panel last week and he was like, "Hey, I don't know if y'all know me, I'm Michelle's husband." It's like the fact that
But
like
that's how we.
Cause
That's
he's a
how we
man.
show our women
Yeah,
down.
like-
That's what we do. We,
and if she did it,
Yeah,
like,
that's
girl,
right.
you above him.
Post the
Like,
presidency, Michelle is definitely over Barack.
post presidency.
I ain't even seen
I
her.
don't know about that.
What? She's
Michelle
That
Crushing
nigga had a
her.
cool ass
Ain't gonna lie,
bomber
but-
jacket with the 44. Like, nigga, what?
Michelle crushing it though.
She on Ellen
That book,
dancing.
them book sales,
I really
book
don't.
Book
sales.
sales,
She wrote a
all
book.
these initiatives that she's doing, like
Like what?
she's doing a lot with kids.
I love Michelle. I
health,
think,
yeah.
yeah. I'm just saying, she was married.
Barack
to
is the president.
though.
That sounds fine, but he's the
What?
president. Like,
Yeah. Matter of fact, let's watch the books. It's a reason why her memoirs came out before his. And you see how her book did. It was phenomenal.
I want to read a
Watch
book
when
about the
Barack
president's
comes out.
wife.
You don't want to
or-
read a book, period.
Ah!
This is what pow, gunshot, pow, pow, gunshot.
Let's get into some women's topics. Okay. What we got here?
What we got here?
Speaking. Oh, okay. Question. You have a kid. You have kids. Is pregnant pussy really that elite? Cause I've heard this from a bunch of people. I've never experienced this. Thoughts?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't had a lot of experiences, but it's running 100% right now. So it's like I don't got a large sample size, but what I like is they shooting good numbers. They shooting real good numbers right now. So
I say yes.
Interesting. So okay.
I don't
So
know what. I don't even know how to break it down. But go ahead.
got you. Was there ever any like apprehension or hesitation because the body's changing shit like that, whatever? Some people be like, "Oh, like, I'm fucking my son in the head and shit like that." Like, I know my shout out to Carl a few episodes ago, whatever. He's like, "Yeah, I know. I mean, my daughter arrived early. I was fucking shit out of her mom a day of labor." And so I was like, "Okay, that's a nice vision."
Also, I've never been pregnant, so I can't speak on this, but
You're a woman. You can speak on it, honey.
they said that like at that time that's what you want, like you're horny as hell. So
Yeah.
that's probably why
I think
might be better.
women.
No bad knees, right?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think
know.
women.
knees.
I can't speak on that.
Knees get strongest Wolverine knees.
Wolverine.
fuck them knees in the
Man,
head.
Yeah, he'll right back
He'll
up.
right up.
What, you gonna say something?
Stupid. You know, with me, it all depends on how they carry too. I think all women don't carry the same.
No.
Some women carry beautifully, and you are attracted to them, even though they're pregnant. That's your woman. And some women don't carry as attractively.
You're a grown ass man, yo. You just said carry, like the way a woman carries, like
That's professional.
like, yeah, that's
Then
grown man shit.
a few days ago, he told me about the story. Cause we've always talked about. I've always talked about. I hate the narrative that women have created that pregnancy is beautiful. There's nothing beautiful about it. Once the child is born, like yes, the life is born. We create this
I
together.
have a kid, honestly, I really don't. Like pregnant stomachs make me like gag.
Like, okay, so there's nothing beautiful about
It's
shit like
beautiful
that.
because you can carry your whole life like create.
It's
I
amazing,
think you don't
remarkable.
I don't think you understand the meaning of it.
Do we need a dictionary for beautiful?
It's amazing, alright. It's amazing.
Super amazing. I also always
miraculous even.
I also always say like I don't see how girls do it more than once because like you about to do this shit again to yourself.
Yeah.
Like it's like
you crazy?
yeah, like for real. Like you got 8 kids. So, but I hate that narrative because like yo, this shit's disgusting. It's traumatizing. Like, but the other day he told me a story about when he had one of his kids and the fucking damage that it did to the psyche, just me of listening to this shit. I was like, what the fuck? This is horrible. I gotta be able to raise my kid. I might be a deadbeat or something.
I might be a deadbeat.
It's enlightening.
Yeah, but you didn't pass out or nothing. You didn't pass out or nothing.
Nah, but it's definitely life.
Right there.
It's definitely life changing. My son is.
Yo, I told you, I saw the joint. It must have been on Twitter because Twitter's one of the only things that could like fuck your mind.
I always scroll past those crazy videos.
The one with the little pouch thing, whatever.
No, it wasn't in the video. It was a diagram of the 4 different degree of tears, like where it's like
so that's
just
what we
the
were
vagina.
talking about. Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Into the like
all
dog.
this shit open.
Yeah, it's like dog. So, you want to say beautiful? I don't. Can we use a different word?
Yeah, and that's what I've always appreciated about Lena. Lena has never sugarcoated. She said shit was horrible. No pictures or evidence of it. No video recordings.
Only did it once.
That like girl was like what, like a day and a half?
36 hours. So we don't gotta talk about that. You know, we don't got no details of that day.
Splitting, like girls be like splitting and having to get a bunch of stitches and stuff.
Yeah, that's
shitting all over the place. Like, where's the beauty? Tell me where's the sunsets and the flowers and where's that at?
I'm supposed to hit that.
That's what I think. Like, yo, that's what I'm saying. I cannot watch, yo. They say, oh, it's like you gotta see each other. I was like, no, like for me and for our sex life, I don't need to see that. I'm gonna trust it happen.
Yeah. So what about after the process when she gives birth? Have you guys had like experiences where you guys didn't want to have sex for a while, or wasn't attracted to your partner?
I didn't go through that.
No.
No.
Because people be like,
no, I've heard of that. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Body changes.
Yeah. I've heard of that.
That's why you don't look.
Couldn't imagine.
No,
but yeah, definitely
about, like,
the way the body.
Like,
like you said, some women carry well, some women carry horrible. Like, you look trash now. So.
One thing I learned that whole concept of, oh, you beating us up? Yeah, fuck out of here. That's bullshit.
This dick ain't nothing to a baby. Like, I show you what beating this shit. But
I just pushed 9 pounds out this thing. I mean, you working with an ounce. Fuck out of here.
Christmas ham and shit.
Oh, one thing we also talked about before at work, Kelly, right? When you go to the beach and stuff, do you wear thongs? No. Why? You just not into them?
I just haven't.
You just haven't?
Yeah, I would.
You would, okay.
Are you a beach person?
For a little period of time, not all day resting. Yeah.
Millennials into the beach.
I see.
I'm tired. I just be wanting to go to sleep.
Yeah. So let's say with a logo out.
Oh.
But so Uncle Jude, we was talking about this at work, and we was talking about like your girl wearing a thong on vacation, right? And I was saying like I don't really see a big deal in that, like show what you want, whatever.
Usually those men are the ones that like when you have like showing too much cleavage or too short shorts or something, they're the ones that want you to change.
Would you say that's a difference, Uncle Jude?
You said what?
Because she just correlated wearing a thong on the beach to like just wearing like revealing clothing in a sense, like cleavage or a short skirt or something.
Oh, usually they all go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. More times than not. But I think with women that's doing it for their man, I don't think that's necessarily the case. Some women, they go on the beach and they with their dude and they're like, oh, he likes when I wear this on the beach.
Because you also
they don't necessarily dress like that in their everyday life.
You also want to say that you could be cool with her in that setting, but if she's on a girl's trip, you don't think you could really rock with her. Yeah. You feel the same thing, Dawes?
Yeah. I don't want to see the pictures of you on you with your
I honestly don't. I don't.
That's true.
I don't care in that. Like if she wear a thong to the beach, you with me or a girl's trip, like it don't really matter to me.
Okay.
Like now it's all. No, obviously it got to be an appropriate situation where it's like, okay,
don't police my body.
No, but even if it's like, all right, you wear a thong on the beach, like that's all right, like, but you shouldn't be on some shit where it's like, you wearing some shit that's almost like a thong, and we about to go to Ross or some shit. Like we about
It was
to go.
Carnival
We going to Fresh Grocer and shit. You like got your ass out. Like
When is
It's
that?
even worse though.
but that's what I'm saying. Like
No.
so in that sense, where it's like I don't care what you do like in the beach because you know it's the beach. It's supposed to be that.
You go to Miami, that's all you're gonna see.
Yeah. You go to Miami?
No.
What's even worse is the woman that doesn't do it around their man and then do it
Right.
on vacation with their girl.
Y'all women lying, y'all sneaky so much. Cause we had a girl tell us, she's like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, my man, I wear him, I probably wear it. But she said, yeah, she said I knew if I went somewhere without him, he wouldn't want me to wear it. But I would still pack it, just not tell him about it.
Yeah.
Well, no, that would be the problem. That would be the problem if we in the crib and you like,
All right, so when I fuck go fuck a girl, I was gonna tell you about it. We good to go.
No, it's not the same thing.
When you came in the room, it was like, babe, look at this swimsuit I just bought on, and there's like some different shit, and then you get down there and you taking pictures, and that's when it's like you trying to be sneaky and you trying to be deceptive. It's like I'd be cool with the song, like rock that shit, but like don't try to be like on the low about it.
That's very deceptive.
Yeah, that shit weird.
I'm gonna wear what I want to wear.
So you have an issue, like would that be like possibly like a deal breaker? They do like yo, like you know, like I'm not really feeling it.
I'm not really feeling the thong on a vacation with your girl.
I'm just gonna wear it anyway. If I feel like I want to
You just
wear it,
wouldn't let them know.
I'm gonna tell you like I'm back in this thong bikini, and if you're gonna leave me because of that, then like I don't think that's that serious.
So you know he expressed his just not being comfortable with you as his queen.
In that case, I would be like, all right, and I'll wear it. Just don't send on no pictures.
The sneaky shit.
You just can't help yourself. It's like straight face.
I'm glad she admitting it though.
Yeah,
Most
she
women would not
wanted to
say
go
it.
once. She wanted to go once.
They would not say
they
it.
all live, but she at least gonna be
Yeah.
safe space. You know, safe space is
Dodging the truth. I'm not lying.
Which would be worse? And answer of this question would be different at different ages, whatever. Your kid catching you fucking or your parents catching you?
Oh my god.
Damn.
Can you actually see the kid? Like
Yeah, like, it was a good knee day. You were like,
Good knee day.
First good D day in 3 months, and it's like, no, not today. Not today.
It was a good knee day. You're like, oh my god, why am I on top of your stop?
I told you I didn't want to come out there.
That's why I don't do it.
Talk about it.
Oh, why am I on top of you? Get up. Stop holding me down.
So what would be worse, people?
I think my parents be worse.
Really? Okay.
I think my kid probably. Like my mom, like she washed me up when I was a baby. Like she already seen my ass and shit. Like and it's like they know I'm fucking. Like
Yeah, but they don't want to, like, they kind of, like, in denial about it. Like, I don't think they want to actually see it in action. And then the kids, they got to learn what it is eventually.
Not for me, though. Like, that's too much.
Would you?
Well, my mom and my grandmother has seen me, so I've been there, but my children have not, and yeah, I think the kids would be.
So let's say if you can, you know,
neither one of them really bother me. Like,
I've heard my parents. I haven't seen them.
I used to
heard.
Oh yeah, back.
How did that bother you?
No, I thought it was like.
Okay, I thought it was
like
me,
normal,
right?
To
be honest, I used to lean all the time. Like it was just thing. It really never. Yeah, it really never bothered me. Like it was just like.
Lena, like, oh my god, she gonna listen to this, like, oh my god.
I listen to episodes, and then things to get into, like, like.
Oh my god.
Her knees wasn't bad.
Good knees.
It's a generational thing.
It's
the millennials.
Get better. Maybe.
It's the
You
millennials.
hit your stride, you hit your prime.
Wait, you trying to say you got mature into the knee?
You gotta mature into the knee.
I don't know yet.
You gotta build up enough scar tissue.
Y'all find any excuse like, no, my knees hurt.
No, that's the real thing. Like, it's not
No, you don't understand. You know, like, yeah, like
Any excuse.
we gotta keep the knee cartilage for the childbirth. You know, they be in a stirrup, and then it's like, weird. I agree with Ant though. My kid, you know, will be. I really wouldn't care if my mom called me fucking. No, whatever. Probably a funny joke.
Yeah.
But my kid though, I think kind of like you though. Matter of fact.
Yeah.
But I'll pick my kid still, but I pick my kid being worse, but either way I still wouldn't care much.
No.
The kid would probably be even funnier to me actually.
Only way
I think the kids would be funnier.
Yeah.
I don't think it would
Well, I
be
think
bad.
it depends on what age too. Like, is the kid 8 or is it like
eight.
they 30 and I'm
I'm 50
They've
something,
already
and then it's
seen it on
like,
TV.
oh shit, well
They
at
already
least
know.
y'all still doing it. Like I'm happy y'all still doing it.
The
or
only thing
something.
in my situation, my wife may cut me off for the next. She'd be so fucking devastated. Like,
Right.
oh my God, we can't ever do it
Right.
again,
Right.
ever.
I don't know if I would be that way. I don't have kids.
She would be devastated.
I can see that. That makes sense. Like,
She would be fucking devastated.
how I feel like this. So one time we was talking about it at the AF, and we was talking about like baby dads and like once people break up and shit like that, whatever, how involved you should be and shit like that, whatever. And some people saying like, you know, no matter what, if like maybe you know what you like, no matter what, if the baby dad doesn't have the money, or maybe like the boyfriend or some shit like that, if they don't have the money, you shouldn't go somewhere else to ask the money, whatever. You ever seen something like that?
Well, maybe in relationships. I don't know about the baby dad.
Okay, how about maybe it's a relationship then?
Yeah, maybe. You know, if you're in a relationship with a dude and he don't got it, I don't think you should go to another dude.
Even their dad, will that part of it as well, you think?
Yeah, that gets dicey too. I mean, that's acceptable,
Okay.
but that gets dicey too. Of course, you know, depending on the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Personal example, I know when we first started, you know, some time ago, we're dating, and she called her dad to put up a picture in our apartment.
Pictures again. Picture.
And I came on like, oh, look at the picture. I said, oh, my dad came on. What the fuck? Yeah, so depending on
my house.
Right. Depending on the dude, that could be dicey.
I would, oh, thanks. Good look. Like,
Right, that's what I mean. Depending on the guy, right. Depending on the guy, that
I'm like,
could be
woof,
dicey.
I'm like,
You see that on TV a lot though.
Tell them that faucet leaking in the bathroom too.
why he had it?
Yeah, that wasn't my work. I was like, what the fuck? You never even mentioned it to me. So yeah.
Oh, so you think I'm less than that?
Right.
Like, oh,
This
right.
is my dad. Like,
Fuck your dad, nigga.
Yeah. So depending on the guy,
So about
money, fuck out of here. Like no.
Okay,
I don't
money.
want to know about it. If you going outside asking for money, that's just embarrassing.
Even to anybody, even if it is a dad.
That's embarrassing.
How you feel with it, Kelly?
Yeah,
You being a daddy's girl.
you gotta let your pride go. That's what
Probably.
it is. It's the male pride.
Probably.
But
You're probably right.
if, like, what are you asking me? If,
Like, do you see how that? Well, you just
You would've
responded
done
to it
understand.
then.
Yeah, I understand how it could be upsetting and embarrassing for a guy. But if I really need the money, we need the money, I'm gonna ask my dad or somebody close to me. It's not like I'm asking like a male friend.
That's out of the.
Like,
That's
I
out of
think
the
that's
question.
different.
Yeah.
That might be a deal breaker.
The male friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be a deal breaker.
That's some soul food.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh, I'm not gonna fuck that
That's
up.
what I was thinking
I thought
of.
that was a
What
topic.
movie was this?
But that was alright.
Bird.
Boom. So I was recently watching that, right?
She got that nigga.
Hold on.
job.
Alright, hold on.
Mad shit.
I'm gonna
What?
be, you know, sometimes you pro Tasha on power, sometimes. You know she a bird ass bitch. Sometimes I see what you were saying, Tasha. Like, but right, alright. So
I
on
fuck
soul,
with Tasha most of the time though. But go ahead.
on soul food, Lem, you can't find a job, my nigga. You can't. You just trash. You a fucking felon. You can't find a job.
Was he a felon?
He was a felon.
Was a
Yeah.
felon.
So.
Okay.
I can see her, like, I can see the good intention. I look from Alki. I see, like, the good intention. Like, all right, like, I know, you know, girl, y'all like using y'all, you know, flirtations to get what y'all want, whatever. So, I don't believe she was going to fuck bull. I don't think that was a thing. So, she did what she did to get the
You
job.
don't think she's gonna fuck him?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Story of OJ.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Okay.
But definitely, to accept the bracelet, and then I feel, because I look at something, if I was in the shoes, finding a job is fucking hard. So if this like you've been trying for months or years, or you can't find a job, it's like, yo, babe, bills is due, my nigga. This is the best. This nigga want to pay you good bread. This is the landscape. That nigga my pass, and at least give me the opportunity to choose. But the blind side of things that makes it
She
really.
blindsided. And then you gotta know the nigga.
Yeah, he was a slimy ass nigga, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it made it worse. He didn't know though.
Yeah.
If he was could have mentally
Yeah, he was
prepared,
dumb.
like, oh, it's cornball. Like,
You could have cut him off.
Right,
Like,
like, hey, yo, all right.
yeah, good looking. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Hey,
If
don't
I
even- no
know,
dialogue.
then I'm bringing my wife around. I'm gonna smack her ass a little bit harder right in front of her and be like, "Yeah, you got me this job,"
Facts.
and I'm still walking away with the girl.
Facts.
So,
Yeah.
But so,
but you
So
took
you in
away
that
that
situation,
option.
would you do that? Would you go to a male
an
friend
ex.
or ex? Yeah, shit, that's different.
Yeah, the
Not
ex.
even a male friend. It's
No,
an ex.
I wouldn't do that.
It's an intimate
you know,
ex.
Coca-Cola used to call her.
Cocaine. What? It's a small riot.
Niggas die for less.
Right. You start like, oh shit, I didn't bring my shit to work. like, you
Oh, I'll be right back. What's the car? So you want to do the X thing?
No, I wouldn't do the ex thing.
Really? Okay.
I like the idea of you saying, like, I would give him the opportunity to choose, and if he still can't find a job and things ain't working out, eventually we may break up. But like,
oh damn, broke ass
I
nigga.
gave you the opportunity.
My ex got a job clearly.
I gave you the opportunity, and you turned it down because of your pride, and you didn't find nothing else, and we still like I think that's fair.
Mm.
No.
I mean,
it depends on the level, how long y'all been going through this. I think that's fair, but it's so much to go into
layers.
Yeah.
But so that you would do it with, so let's say not an ex, but let's say a guy you didn't fuck with, but you know he loves you type thing.
No, I wouldn't do that with somebody that I know.
Love your dirty
love
draws.
me.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
That's
do
different. That's
Really? I'm broke. The ex be way more dice here. The nigga I know, like, you probably even mentioned, like, you know that bum ass nigga down at the gas station? Like, that's random, man. I don't work at the gas station, baby. But some job, whatever, from high school, I know of him. I'm like, yo, this nigga got a good ass job, though. I'm like, shit, like, so I can see me being wrapping my mind around that.
It depends on the situation of, like.
But then I might be like,
money.
you lying about the nigga? Did y'all really fuck one time at least, though? That happens, too.
I got too much pride. I know me. I know I couldn't eat that.
That's a good thing about millennials. Our pride dissipates. Like,
It did. I agree. I totally agree.
I'm not down like I feel like I got like a good level of it still, but niggas below.
Yeah.
It's a good
She's like, oh, he could get me in Verizon.
Damn. Like, it's a government job? Like, how many times you hit? Like,
yeah.
How many times you really hit though? Like, it's a government job. Like,
how many times how many times? Yeah, did you say? This what he want to know. Did you give him head? Or was just like a headless run? Man.
Oh my God.
Don't let her say, oh no, I never gave him head. He's like, oh, I'm taking that
All
job.
right, so what if it was like...
You suck his dick? I'm busting the trap. You're on the block with it.
That would be a deal breaker? If it was a really good job and she was not going back to that guy. Like,
Suck his dick?
That's a deal breaker for kids.
I got one nigga in the face.
Yo, that reaches soul. That's
I just assume.
Right, you just assume
They
they
fuck.
did.
I'm just assuming you gave him head too. I'm not. Yeah, I'm just assuming.
Hard to say.
It's just like what's we watching when he asked the girl that they fucked, and she said,
yeah.
What was it?
oh my God.
What are you talking about?
No.
Oh, friends of college?
Friends from college. And I was like, I just wouldn't ask that. I would just assume y'all dead because I would rather not know the answer. What's it for?
Are you talking about Black Monday? Did you watch that? I was having Black Monday. Whatever, but that's a common scenario.
Yeah, and you ask your girl, like, well, did you fuck him? I never want to ask that. I'd rather just assume you fucked him. Because I don't want you to verbally say, I fucked him. Oh my God. I'd rather just go on the assumption that you fucked him and it's over, or we gonna go from there.
Could be wrong.
But the problem is if she answered that
oh, man.
like don't go with the more questions like, did you suck it? Like, now you about to get you about to get your feelings hurt.
I don't want to verbalize.
Assume that
It's in the visual and all that shit. I can't.
We also was talking about I don't know if you saw it, Kelly, but story of like the old couple moving in. The wife got Alzheimer's and moved in. The chick.
Yeah, I
take
heard
care of
about that.
What do you think about that?
That was crazy.
And it was the person's ex, right? Somebody she didn't like or something like that. The person
No.
who had Alzheimer's.
They thought her friends thought she would be against it in her same mind, something like that.
Yeah, it was a woman that he met.
Right.
After his wife pretty much lost her mind, struggling with dementia or whatever, and he met this woman that, he was taking care of his wife completely. He met this woman and they fell for each other, and she started helping him take care of his wife, and they were a couple. And I felt like damn, he taking care of her. Like, she's a shell of herself. Mm-hmm. She's no longer mentally.
Like, it'd be different if she was in a basement shitting herself, whatever. But to me,
no, her quality of life was very high.
But he was getting killed by a lot of women, and I don't see how you could be mad.
He was getting destroyed like that. Nigga is the worst. type of nigga. And
Cause side note, right? Because I have like a morbid way of thinking. I've always thought about situations, whatever. Like, yo, I get into a car accident, I'm paralyzed, or shit like that, whatever. And I used to ask certain chicks that I mess with. I'm like, yo, I got into a car accident. You gonna take care of me? Yeah, I would. Bitch, shut up. You fucking lying. Who the fuck you with or whatever? Because to me, I think that's like,
we had this conversation on emotion versus logic.
Really?
That one? Yeah, you did.
Shout out emotion versus logic. But
because that kind of goes into.
I wasn't done my thought.
Well, I was gonna say that in that scenario is better than like, so if you watched Dating Around, when the older couple, the woman said that her husband had a stroke, and then she started seeing somebody during that time, and he got jealous, and she was like, well, that's what he get. That's what he finally had. He finally appreciate me, and I feel like that's a more fucked up. That's a more fucked up way to do it. If it's like Alzheimer's, where it's like you don't even know who I am, but I still want to be there in your life, and like.
And that was typical
I met somebody.
Woman logic, iron shit. Cause she tried to paint it initially like it was like this situation where like, yeah, he had a stroke. I'm thinking he had vegetables or shit like that. And then when she said like, yeah, like, you know. He was jealous. Bitch, this nigga was right. Just had an arm problem. Yeah, he was totally fine. Like, I see you with the nigga at the restaurant that we used to go to our anniversary. Like, what the fuck?
It was like, I see you. You can't open jars no more. I'm out. Like, it's like, oh damn. I was like,
or like Kelly said, lost his job and fell in hard times. So I couldn't open jars no more.
That causes issues. Financial issues.
You know what else causes issues? Y'all being ugly and fat after y'all get pregnant.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
We supposed to hold y'all down, right? Y'all be looking like fucking Respucia. But God forbid a nigga do something. Oh, he toxic.
We was trying to rub that cocoa butter in your stomach, but you said no.
This is your child I carry.
Respucia. Baby, you gotta wear underwear on the beach. I do gotta wear underwear. I do gotta wear underwear. What are you talking about?
But yeah, but to me, like the true, like that's like a super true testament of love and like, you know, devotion. It's like, all right, I'm fucking somebody else. I got needs. I'm human. But I'm still making sure you good.
This new person, he just taking care of her because he's been with her for a while, probably, or he cared for her, but he fell in love with somebody else.
He is in love with the other woman.
No, I love both of y'all. That didn't happen.
I don't think he didn't love his wife anymore. Yeah. He still loved her, but she just wasn't her.
I hate when people say you can't love more than one person.
That's not true.
That's facts.
I think
talk about it. We get to that.
That's definitely not true.
That's true. So you think you can't love two people at the same time, Kelly? Oh, she bitching over a chaser. What do y'all think?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Why yes and no? Because women can't answer sure.
I think there's.
You can definitely love 2 people, 3 people.
I think you can.
But you thought of another person.
It's 9 billion.
I think you can love multiple people at once.
Hey, going in love though.
But to be like in love with the person, I think that's kind of different. Like you're always going to have one person is always going to have a little bit more of you than somebody else.
I typically fall under the belief that I think people play semantics with that shit, like in love, that's just me, whatever. I think love is just love, and you make it what you want to make. Like with that bond, which is technically better. All right, I fuck with her or him more than I fuck with them, but like I still love y'all, or whatever, in a sense. But you know, whatever. So, but still, the initial question was, can you love more than one people? So I guess we all
Like you have friends, you love your friends, you love your family. That's all more than one
person.
In love.
Yeah.
Well, even Uncle Jew was talking earlier about like people don't address marriage and cheating and stuff like that. I think it is a new wave of people that are talking about it more, because I think that's more about or not necessarily cheating and marriage, but monogamy, and that's why it's more like the open monogamy.
More open sexuality.
Millennials for the win.
True story. I think more women today are so much more open sexually with being bi.
Right. And that's why they needs go out early. They need more.
Yeah, I think
they fucking.
Just they fucking. Yeah, I think there's a lot more.
Yeah, so I think you can. I mean, in some cultures you have multiple wives, and it's like I could love you and either for different reasons or for the same reason. I think, like you said, it's 7 billion people. It's like, I think we can have a lot of things in common, and me and you can also have a lot of things in common.
That multiple wives is tough though. I don't know how guys do that, and I know men has done that, and I don't know how they pull that shit out. I don't know anybody that it lasts though. Everybody, yeah,
It was a good run.
Yeah, they have a good couple years. And,
Like Kobe in 05.
you like Kobe in 05, yeah.
I can only see that working if the two women really like each other. Like, it's not like I like you and I like you, so I'm forcing y'all to be wives. Like, it got to be like y'all really fuck, because they're going to make or break the household.
Definitely. True. So since you spoke on being in love, what does being in love versus love mean to you?
Love, yeah, that's a good question.
I try. Because all y'all agree that it's two different things?
Yeah.
Okay. Convince me.
Yeah.
I would say that I'm willing to put.
Oh, so you take the side baby with the in love, nigga.
No.
Oh.
I'm willing to put some of your needs and wants above mine.
It's in love.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you gotta be in love just to put some of the needs?
No, I'm saying like.
God damn, you women are selfish.
I can't give you I can't give you all of me, because then I won't have like what I'm supposed to be by myself. Like, I think that you need a balance of yourself. I'm trying to word this right, but like I feel like I can't do everything that you want me to do.
You be willing to compromise more versus someone you're in love with.
Right.
But you still compromise with the love.
I'll sacrifice a lot more
Gotcha.
for someone that I'm in love with
Okay.
than someone I just love.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think love, it's a cutoff. Like, I love this person, but I ain't willing to do this for this person. Where in love, you damn near willing to just do just about anything.
Okay, so how about this, right? Kelly's a daddy's girl. Who you willing to do more for, your future husband or your dad?
That's a different love.
Why is that a different love, though?
I think it's a different love.
That's why I personally say love is love. But y'all saying in love, to me, in love only counts with relationships.
I think the difference in the in love is more of the amount that you have to share of yourself in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I can love you totally, and still it's like, no, you doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, I still love you. Where in love, it's like we're sharing, we're deciding that there's going to be a part of our life that always connects. So it's like we have to make sure we're in line on that, because we're going to be sharing life together.
You know what's funny? That being said, the in love is probably a thinner line as opposed to love. That in love is probably a thinner line from in love to hate as opposed to love.
Yeah, that's true.
And hate. That in love is such a thin line when you don't feel like you're being met with that person, be it emotionally, intimately, financially,
you can hurt me
whatever.
in a way that, like, if my dad was to hurt me, it would be two different things. I'd be more willing to forgive my dad because that's my dad.
That's very true.
Than for you
that
doing
in love
something
hurt,
to me.
that heartache in love hurt is different from a love hurt.
I heard you saying, but I don't believe Kelly though.
Why don't you believe me?
I don't believe that you telling me there's not something that your dad can do that wouldn't hurt you to like.
No, he can do. My
same
dad
degree.
has done stuff to hurt me now, but I'm saying like because that's my father, like I will be more willing to forgive.
When I mean the
the
love is stronger. I look also with your kids. You got parents, kids, and then people you meet in between, whatever. Yeah. So it's like that's why when people say the in love of people, like whoever I meet,
I think that's because there's the in love and then there's the love. But inside the love, there's different levels of that too. Like there's different levels of what you're willing to sacrifice for this other person. Like,
and the needs are different. Where you meet. Where your needs meet is different. And I think that's what it is. Not so much of I think the line comes with in love, and love is more of, the expectations of what you get from that person and what you give to that person, as opposed to loving your parents and the expectations is just different. You don't expect them to meet certain expectations that person that you're in love with and that you decide to be with is just different. And when they don't meet that expectation, it's such a thin line where it just turns into hate. Like, I thought it was gonna be like this. Bitch, you lied. Or nigga, you lied. You know what I mean? It's just
interesting.
It's different.
Moving on. So before I get to the men, Kelly, defend your species of why y'all typically are the demise of all relationships.
What?
Because I believe, from my experience of just observing the landscape of life, but like women typically are the ones that fall off. They're the ones that kind of contribute the most to the killing of the buzz and the joy of the relationship, whatever. You know, I'm gonna piggyback on one of Uncle Joe's quotes when he said, "Women enter a relationship.
Waiting for the man.
Women enter a relationship hoping that, men enter a relationship hoping the woman never change, and women enter hoping they're gonna change the man.
Thinking they're gonna change.
The man. So I feel all these type of things that y'all contribute to a relationship are the main thing that end up fucking shit up.
Yeah. When that change don't
And of course, now I'm not saying do things that contribute to the end, whatever.
Right.
But I think a lot of the shit that men do, and the typical healthy thing, because if he was fucking you over since day one, like, you knew what you got, whatever. That's your fault, so you decided to stay with him, whatever. But in the typical healthy, like, dynamic, whatever, white men! What? Bring it down a little bit, people. Bring it around. Just for the phone, really. But, what was I saying? So, I feel in the typical healthy dynamic, the woman kind of starts the chain command of, like, this shit, but disintegrate myself. Your response.
I don't agree.
You don't agree?
No, I don't.
Why?
Because
y'all knees stage.
That too. But I think,
Once
like,
the knees
I
go,
don't think it's
the
like a
love
gender thing.
goes.
I think it's just people, like, I think people grow or change in different ways.
disagree. So,
Hold on. Shut up real quick.
No, I think a bored woman in a relationship is much more detrimental than a bored man in a relationship. A bored man in a relationship will go fuck around, get it from somewhere else, to get that excitement, not just sex, but get that whole excitement from somewhere else, and still be good at home. A bored woman in a relationship, they'll go fuck around or whatever, but they're more likely to fuck their house up in the meanwhile and not keep everything going.
I'm not that way.
Speak for your species.
But no, I know that. Yeah, no, not know that about you, but I know women that's not. Yeah, they can maintain a house and still fuck around, but most women can't. They just and then when the shit hit the fan.
Is you still a fan?
They just want to fucking roll. Right. They just want to fucking, I can't do this anymore. And that's not really what they want to do, but because they don't want to bear the embarrassment, the easier way is just say, fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not going to apologize to you or whatever.
I heard something interesting a couple weeks ago where it's like, you know, the saying is usually happy wife, happy life. And it's like, but the guy was talking about like how really that a happy man makes a happy home, because sometimes making the wife happy comes at a price for the man, where he has to give up something of himself, or it's even a little bit more than a compromise, where it's like he has to give up more, where a happy man will usually make the wife happy and make the house happy. Now, not saying that you can't be miserable as a wife if the man is happy, but it's like usually the man is going to try to make sure the house is good if he's happy. Now, if he's like abusive or whatever, then he's obviously not happy. Or if he's like trying to suppress the woman to make himself happy, then I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if the man is genuinely happy, then usually the things are good between him and his wife, and the household is happy. Where sometimes if the woman is happy, the man might be miserable to make her happy. So if the man is really happy in the relationship, then the woman will be happy.
Okay, most women not gonna be miserable to make their man happy.
Yeah. Well, even the saying, even the saying happy wife,
otherwise.
even the saying happy wife, happy life is
kind of from the man saying like, look, as long as my wife is happy, like
I can die
that's
60.
Yeah, it's like I don't even care about
the same jeans.
I don't even care.
Wow. Toxic.
Wow.
It's like I don't even care about what I want. I don't even care about my needs. It's like
that's love.
If I can make
That's
sure.
love.
Holy shit!
This is outrageous.
That's love.
This is beyond big.
You heard it here
That's
live, folks.
love.
That's love.
That's the what we
That's
talked
the
about, right? We
misconception.
said the compromise, willing to give.
But the problem is it not feeling like it's coming coming back to you. It's feeling like as long as I'm making you happy, that's the only thing that's going to make me happy.
As long as you
because
got a new
I'm not
closet
even looking towards my own life anymore.
I'm good with just what I have, where the woman has to have.
Talk about the selfish woman out there trying to play.
Absolutely.
I guess the best way to always deal with it is happy spouse, happy house. Like so, it shouldn't matter which
way.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter which way it's going.
That's a good
But yeah, so back to the woman, Kelly. Like I said, so I feel like cause it is what it is. It's like women be falling off. Y'all don't want to stop trying to be your true selves, whatever. Y'all stop trying to do things y'all used to, whatever. Like like I feel like from what I've
Why do
seen,
women do that?
men don't really change. Like we like.
Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all
We
do
the
stuff?
same nigga. Like we like.
Y'all do stuff to bag the bull and then stop, or even worse.
Men do the same.
Or even worse, you do all this shit with other men prior, and then you get with this dude that you decide I'm gonna be with this nigga. And you say, I'm not doing all this
I did a poll one time.
The nigga that I was just fucking with.
I did a poll one time.
All
and
them
I was
good
like,
tricks I spent all them years.
Yeah, what the fuck? Trick me off too.
Knees a shot. But I did a poll one time. They said,
That's why the knees fucked up. You wasted it on the mother niggas.
Right.
her prom years. But it was like, I saw people saying like threesomes, right? Of course, this is just one example. Shit, threesomes be done before the marriage or after. I think that's what, before the marriage or after marriage. And a lot of people said before. And that
You
shit
mean during the marriage, before or during the marriage? What you mean after the marriage?
During. Yeah.
During the marriage, yeah.
And a lot of people said before, and I was like, but why though? If that's what y'all got into to be together, why stop? I feel that's just a woman logic thing. We're sacred now. Let's stop doing shit that was popping before.
I think people say that only because like they're scared of like the effects that could happen with that. They don't want to share.
But why weren't you scared when we were together though? We were still together.
It's different when like you're married. You don't want to.
I tell you it's different when I fucking break up.
It sounds fucked up if it's like we were doing it in the same couple, like me and you were doing it before the marriage. Right. And then we're not doing it more. Right. Or are you saying like you did it with other niggas before the marriage? Okay. Oh yeah,
that happens a lot too.
That's fucked up.
That happens a lot too. The chick
because that's two totally different.
You hear from her friend how she used to get out on vacation.
And she get with you.
You was cool with threesomes back then, but now it's us.
But you also see like a bunch of women who are not into threesomes do that for their man.
Shout out millennials.
So
that's true.
I feel like
it
happens in marriage too, just because they want to.
You don't know that one say.
That's true.
I've been telling you this. You know, I've had countless women come on this show. Shout out to RightonQuelive, I guess. All the cool chicks out there who openly talk about dick and pussy with me. In this era, this super sensitive era.
Shout out to those
and
chicks.
every single girl talk the most heaviest shit about their pussy. Say, I got the best mouth, the best box, I fuck all day and night.
I haven't heard that from all your guests.
Every girl talk to you about sex. Girl, niggas can't take this shit. Dick can't stay up. This is the longevity. Niggas can't do this. 1 round quitter. That's me like...
What do you feel about
I do be hearing that. I'm
like every girl.
I don't know these niggas.
But it's just like the best rapper conversation. Shouldn't you feel like you're the best at like what you do? Like,
she don't play Lil Wayne. That's an example out of it.
Best rapper, best basketball player. Like you're supposed to feel that way.
So what do you feel about longevity with guys? Like you feel like they don't meet your long.
Can they keep up with the Kelly box, Kelly?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them, I get challenged sometimes.
Look at our sides.
Skinny.
What's happening?
Wait, did you say you get challenged sometimes?
Challenged.
Like sometimes.
The battle of Winterfell.
But you know what? I fucks with that.
Winter is coming. Our enemies never sleep.
I get challenged sometimes. Most people do.
I'm trying to meet you at the wall.
I'm trying to meet you at the wall.
Most people fail at the wall. Some people try.
But look, I fucks with that mentality though. It's like, yo, all right. So let me kick things up a notch.
But that's for the best when like you're like both like.
Niggas bring your A game.
Bring your A game. You know, he talked heavy about himself as a king should. He's like, these girls
What's wrong with a woman saying that? Why?
I'm just saying, I don't believe y'all chase. Because like, literally, I haven't had a girl come on here yet and be like, yeah, nigga, fuck the shit out of me. I done handle it. Every girl be like, these dicks is light out here.
Yeah, that's not true.
But you know, and I was like, no, like, I don't know how to give out non-A1 dick. Like, every time I'm giving out too good of a product. Like, so, yeah.
That's everything. First
like
time out.
Like Carl said, people be trying to be cool. And that's what be happening.
You gotta pace yourself.
My quality control.
I
ain't letting no bad sessions slip through.
It's like a government shutdown.
Your meter is off.
You're stupid. But also, you talk about as well, like, even though it's what I'm saying these things, you have heard from older men as well. Again, different market, but you have heard from, but you still like, I don't know those guys. Older men like, yo, yeah, like,
I'm cool with
I
all
ain't in my
that.
20s no more.
Yeah.
Like, it is a difference.
It is a difference, and like I pointed out before, I feel like the women that's mainly
Talk
and I won't catch flack.
Toxic!
Women that's mainly complaining about this whole longevity thing. Oh, I can't find a man. And they're usually one single.
And they're single because?
They're single because. One single, and two, they usually
Fat bitch!
Oh my God!
they're usually heavier. And no, I'm telling you. And most men,
I'm here. I wasn't expecting that.
You said skinny chicks with that fire. They don't got the problem. That's what you're
most
saying.
men, from my experience, they get more energetic.
I've seen a lot of people like love big women on this,
I
especially
do
like
too.
now recently.
I do
I've
too.
seen a
I
lot
do
of people
too.
love
True story. I do
big
too.
women.
But I feel like most men are more willing to go those rounds with a smaller woman.
Is it because of the man that can keep up with the woman, or is it just like why aren't you willing to?
I think it's an
Well,
attraction.
look, it's also
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
want to smash one
You
time.
can't just keep going. You
One
can't
time
just
is
keep going
fine with
just
me.
because, like, oh, the pussy is there. No, you got. I mean, as men, you gotta have some type of attraction. Unless you're just a 20-year-old.
Contrary popular
Wait,
belief,
not
ladies.
attracted to begin with?
No, because the dick was hard already. So, like, he smashed.
No.
But I'm about to go again.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point because sometimes, yeah, the attraction is really not there, but you're like, all right,
You
fuck
just do
it.
because.
And then
Don't
after
read
that
us.
first, no, this is true. And then,
I've been in.
and then after that first bust, and you talked about this. It's the post
Nut clarity.
Yeah, post bust clarity, and you're like, oh shit. Where with a smaller, more attractive woman, that clarity sets in, and you're like, oh shit, I could keep going with this.
Well, it depends. The smaller ain't always more attractive.
That's
And I'm not saying.
And then
Smaller is not always attractive.
I don't have
Shout out to
agree.
Kelly, because Kelly can be sometimes fat toxic. She has that side. Shout out to her.
I keep it
Look,
to myself.
I don't have a problem with I don't have no problems with the curvy ladies.
Me either.
But it is a thing
just
where it's
saying.
like where you're saying like what is it? It also just a physical thing where it's like if we doing missionary, if you 130, 140, 150, it's like it's different holding your legs than if you 170. And it's like, yo, that's literally more leg on my arms. Like I'm literally like
I didn't come here for fucking.
it's like a workout. If I'm using more weight, and not that it's a problem, but it's like it's not the shit's not gonna be the same with every girl. Because it's
Do
like,
big girls got bad knees? I don't
Yo,
ever heard
I've
of big girls
been-
say
look,
she got bad knees.
I done had
Big
some
girls
big
be
Jones
down.
with
Climb
these
that
are
tower.
stills. Like, yo,
Shout out
I was
to the
like,
big girl, yo. Shout out to Carl. Carl said fat girl with the best pussy. He said it. I'm starting to see some sense into it.
I ain't mad at it.
I never seen that
Look,
one fat girl complain about her knees.
Look, I didn't see
Ever
some,
in life.
I didn't see some BBWs hit some splits and do some shits where it's like, yo, I'm astounded.
Right.
Like I was not ready for this, and it's like, but let's go. I didn't think we was gonna be able to do this, but let's go.
I didn't think we'd be able to do this.
I was gonna keep some shit in tuck, but it's like, okay, I can bring out a few more.
See, I usually think we're not going to be able to do that, and I usually don't do that shit. Like, fuck that. We're not doing that.
So another thing we talked about before, back to we stand on women falling off in destroying relationships, but
Men be falling off.
but so one thing, right? Kelly, right?
Falling off by staying the same.
Would you say right? They still got this vision of who we supposed to be.
Nah, falling off by at first you want to court and do all this extra stuff, and then it dwindles. First you want to give us A1 dick, and then
it never dwindles.
It does.
It never
dwindles. It does.
Okay, hold on real quick. So,
you get more
Kelly,
comfortable.
what would you rank on a 1 to 10 scale of your domestic energy?
My 1 to 10 scale.
On a 1 to 10 scale.
That's hard to
gauge. Say
domestic
energy.
Is
that renewable?
That's hard to
because is that sustainable?
That depends on her situation.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Baju, there's a trick question. Her shit is a 0. I know for a long time.
How is that?
Spoiler alert! It's a 0.
Never seen dishes cleaned in her house.
Dishes has always been clean when you come to my house.
Never seen dishes cleaned in her house.
I say I'm gonna edit.
She never on time.
I
I know her kids be late to shit all the time.
I think they make it.
I won't give her this. They made it. She's again, that's why it's domestic energy. I'll never say she's a lazy ass bitch. Cause she work hard. She work 8 jobs. She's Jamaican for a reason. But she a hard worker. But when you go to the crib, she don't do shit around the house. She don't
when you come to my house to be spotless, do you ever eat? When you don't come to my house often to eat, but
it be spots.
It don't be spotless, but it be clean.
Yeah, it definitely don't be junky. I mean, it don't be junky. Yes, it does.
All right. And my car don't be junky. You ever been in my car?
That's major.
Good point.
Yo, that's you rare.
That's major.
Dog.
So I would say that I'm at
4.5.
I'm at
Sorry,
an
no.
8.5.
Wow.
Because I would like to do
domestically?
my time. Yeah, I'm like
doing it on
my
your time. No,
my
see,
time.
no, you just
Your time is
you just killed
horrible.
it.
Like,
Not when it's needed.
You
but
knock
when
off
it's
4
able
points
to
right
do
there.
it.
No. Like I'm saying that I'm willing to do it. Like I want to do it. So that's why it's like more at an 8.5 because I'm gonna do it because I want to, not because you're telling me to. But I would do it for you if I love
That
you.
must be some real. Wow. Yeah, you probably. Yeah, I'm gonna go. You just killed everything you just said. Just killed.
clean car.
I will do it for you if I love you. I do it on my time.
But I guess her argument is that her time is timely. Now, whether you believe that or not,
My time is timely.
Yeah.
Up to winter for her. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's not. I mean, I'm usually 2-3 minutes late. Like 2-3 minutes. Like that's not late.
around the crib, because like I said, domestic energy. Because Uncle Drew has a theory that yes, even for the most non-laziest bitch in the world, she should get her job done. She take her kids do what they gotta do. She work hard, isn't it? Not for the Section 8
My goal
bitches.
is to be a stay-at-home mom. So
That's your goal?
Yeah, that's my goal.
So what's the guy?
I never like when they ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up. Like that never even crossed my mind.
What is the guy
I'm
going to do?
looking for somebody to make me a stay-at-home mom.
What's
I can.
What is he going to do? Like what's your idea guy? Yeah.
She work.
It don't even matter.
For you to stay home.
It doesn't even matter.
He's working. Making hoagies at Wawa.
No. Like I can cook. I have a Jamaican background.
But you're just saying, like, I guess you're really talking about the ballpark of
salary. So when you think of your man, not even salary, but when you think of your man, what career does he have that allows you to stay home?
Whatever makes enough money for me to stay home.
Wow.
What's enough money?
what you think?
90,000 a year?
I wouldn't go by salary.
80,000 a year?
For 2 people and kids?
What?
Yeah,
70,000 a year?
No, nigga, why you going down? Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's the limit?
This
Like,
is not realistic. This is my goal. My goal is to be a stay-at-home mom, but have my business. So I can make money from my business. He spend all the money on the house and all the stuff, and then I have my money.
you out here throwing shots.
Because Kelly has also infamously said a long time ago that she feels a woman should contribute less than 10% to the household.
I didn't say that. I didn't say less than 10%.
Emotion versus logic.
I didn't say less than 10%.
People.
You just made that percentage up.
So you don't feel like you should never be in a situation where you're splitting the household?
Yeah. I understand that. Like,
she don't want them broke niggas. That got split.
I understand that at this age of where I am now, unless I date like older, most people who I'm dating now don't got it like that where I could be a stay at home mom. Like,
no, not even
so
at home.
I'm contributing until we make it as big as we can.
Do you think that's also a cultural thing too? That you feel that way to be a stay at home mom?
I want to be a stay at home mom because I don't want to work.
Well, okay, damn.
Wow, at least you honest.
This is me.
At least you honest.
I
So you'll put that on the table.
You know, my life.
You'll put that on the table with relationships. Like if you're serious in a relationship, you'll put that on the table. Like
we gotta work towards me retiring.
Yeah, the goal is me not working.
Yeah, and then I'll be able to take care of our kids. You know, I'm cool with that.
Like, okay. Wow.
Maybe we can own something where we both don't gotta work. That'd be great.
Yeah.
But until we get there, I feel like I should be first.
And you think
that sounds
you
good.
gonna be not working with bad needs?
You think you got the needs to be a stay-at-home mom?
You got the needs to not have a job.
I'll be knee surgery or something.
That's crazy.
I'll get some braces.
Shout out to mama. Mama got that knee replaced. All of a sudden, got a new boyfriend at 80 years old. I don't know, man.
What happened to who was that again?
Joseph.
Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, he couldn't keep up.
Knee
replacement.
That's usually what happens. The guy usually can't keep up.
But okay, how about this? So speaking of kids, real quick, right? How do y'all feel? I've heard with a lot of women, right? They have like this apprehension and like fear, damn near, of like talking to their kids about sex and the reality of sex becoming a thing. So you being a woman, how you feel about that? Just looking to the future.
I've never really had that conversation with my
Folks.
parents, so I think that would be important for me to have that conversation with my kids. And it's going to be probably weird, but at first, but I think it's important.
You feel like you should have had that conversation with your folks?
Probably. I mean, I didn't turn out bad. Like,
yeah.
Hopefully, it wasn't that crazy.
Yeah, I was cool, so it never really hurt.
Cause I same. Like I never had to talk whatever with anybody. My mom has just always been super open, just like in a casual, indirect way about things.
Yeah,
like,
my mom was the same way.
Yeah, just like nigga. Yeah, like you brought a kid home, you get kicked the fuck out type thing, or it's like
yeah, that's the talk.
Don't trust these bitches. You know, it showed had a very fair landscape of things. It's like be respectful, be a gentleman, this and that. Don't trust these bitches at the same time though. It's like, protect yourself from these bitches. They want to trap you, this and that, but so anyway, that was like my upbringing. My dad was the weird one. Like once I was already fucking, he was like, I guess it hit him one day. He was like, well, I need to have this weird, awkward talk. And he started talking about all these like, he was just horrible at it. And I was like, nigga, I'm fucking alright.
Think you need some tips?
But yeah, so.
See, my shit was the opposite though, cause I grew up in like a super religious family, and it's like, like for me, like from my mom, the talk was don't do it. Like that's basically what it was. And then from my dad, it was basically I'll never forget. I was in the basement one day. I'm throwing some shit in the dryer, and he come in the basement, and he like, yo, so you know about sex, right? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I had health class and stuff like that. And she's like, he was like, all right, well, if you have any questions, let me know. And that was it. And I was like, that was the talk. And I guess,
do that.
Well, but also it's like I understand that he opened up that avenue to ask questions, which was good. But I was also scared to ask questions, because I really didn't I felt like it's assumed that I'm doing it if I'm asking questions, or that I'm about to do it or something.
For you, I really think my way was like the best way. I feel the most important things to know is as long as you like in a sense respect women and aren't a liar, you want to go about things in a super reckless way, whatever. And as long as you protect yourself, you want to catch something, you gonna have no babies. Other than that, nigga, just live life and you gonna have some bumps and bruises in the road, whatever. You figure the rest out yourself. But as long as you ain't out here just being super reckless and not being safe, what else they really talk about, whatever? And I feel I learned all that just through indirect conversations like that. But you know,
but I'm a little different because I feel like I gotta protect him from fast ass girls. So I feel like I gotta protect myself from girls are just naturally, you know.
I'm gonna talk about millennials, man. These girls these days.
Girls are fast as shit.
I wish I was in this
at a much
generation.
younger age.
No, I was about to say, but men typically lose their virginity younger.
Not these days. They fucking each other, then they fuck the men.
Damn. These little girls, and I feel like,
I don't think it's
and
just
I
girls.
told them,
They obviously having sex with someone.
Kelly, you 30 years old. Elias Shane.
they're the aggressor. They're the aggressor. The girls are the aggressor, man.
No, it's not true.
That's very true.
Logo out.
Girls are the aggressor now. My son is 15, and these little girls, since he been in middle school, have been very, very aggressive. And I just feel like, and I told him this, I feel like I have, but every bone in me, I gotta protect you from fast ass girls. So we've talked and talked and talked and talked just because of that. I just want him to have some type of clarity.
Well, I was gonna ask too, like, well, I guess two things now. Like, one, what does the talk mean? Like, what is included in the talk?
Yeah.
How, like, is it
For
like
example, I think
diagrams
yeah.
and like?
I think like people.
No, because I remember my cousin. He was like, his dad had to talk with him, and what he did was he took him in a room. He had a little quick talk, and then he put a porno on,
Oh shit.
and was like, "This is like basically like
That's
this is
some
what
Michael
sex
Jackson
is."
shit.
Yeah, and it's like,
That's
I mean, he was
abuse.
like, yeah. So it's like,
He definitely such a with it right now. It's like,
yeah, maybe. It's like I ain't never even think about that.
I think that.
But it's like he was like 16 or whatever. But it's like for him it was like because I've heard people say their parents showed them pictures of like STDs
right.
to like scare them
Right.
into not having sex, and it's like, well, what does the talk mean? Like,
I think the talk shit consists of basically like all of the things that can come with having sex, like all the diseases that you can get on all that stuff, how to
And
protect from those things.
the emotional
That's-
part
that's
that
a
comes
lot.
with sex.
At a young age,
There's
especially.
a lot of emotions that come with sex, boys and girls.
Not
It's a lot of
necessarily
shit
the
that
act of
changes.
what you do, like how you
Right.
Everything that comes with it.
Yeah, but it's everything else that.
And most importantly, I told him, I said, don't fuck fat girls. You'll always regret it.
Oh my God.
No matter how,
even though they gonna have the best pussy,
no matter how
good
convincing it
deeds.
is,
Why-
like, no good deed goes unpunished. Like, it's gonna be fire, but it's like, dog,
He was
like.
like, but I don't like fat girls. No, I ain't.
But then I was going to say how the talk also is kind of tailored to who you are. Your gender is like, as a man, it's like
Yeah.
teaching your son how to. It's like we're even in today's like how to get women, but also not be manipulative.
Yeah.
And it's like shit like that where it's like,
Be so
how,
deceptive.
yeah, it's like how do you put them on game but make it not game?
Don't make a monster.
Yeah, yeah. Or it's like you talking to your daughter, it's like you putting her onto the game that men are about, or like shit like that.
Talk about it. Well, before we get out of here.
Talk about it.
Yeah, I always looked at it as like, as long as I wasn't lying and fucking raw, I wasn't doing nothing wrong necessarily. So it's like, anything else that come a part of this, that's on you. So
You scared to fuck raw?
No, I was definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for years, like I was like terrified of it.
Yeah.
Getting
When-
pregnant was like.
Yeah, I was like, yo, my life is over. Like, this is right after this. Like, that happened. It wasn't until like yesterday. It's like, no.
I can remember that. Like in high school, this girl, she just like had a whole. I thought she was like losing her mind and shit because she was so scared of raw. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm like, but it's out, but I'm across the room. She's like, put it on no more. But I'm over there.
She watching TV. Oh, shit. That's not good parenting.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, if I'm ever, like I said,
Sure.
I don't
She
have.
got pregnant in college.
I mean, but turns her off. So again, I don't have daughters. Maybe another dimension. If my person had a daughter, or whatever, myself, Bobby
Yo,
had a
I
daughter.
pray for you every day.
He would teach
dog.
them.
Like, I hope this shit don't come true.
That's how we react.
There's so
Yo.
much tape. There's so
Me
much
and
tape.
Lena at a basketball game, the little boy is crying. I was like, oh my God, I love when kids show the passion because he lost. He's crying because he lost in the playoffs. I love when kids show the passion that they really into the sport. She was like, what? that was cute day. I'd have kicked his ass crying after basketball.
For sure, yeah.
I was like, you are consistent.
And the joy she showed in telling that, like, she was good times. Good times.
It was good times. I would have fucked him up.
My dad never had to talk with any of us. But like he would say, like, he told me before, like, he would be cool if I never had a baby.
Yeah.
That,
that's some sneaky ass way to say, like, don't be having sex.
He said don't have. Yeah, he said don't have.
I'd be totally.
This was in my adult years. Like, this is probably like a year or two ago. He said.
I'd be totally cool if you don't have no baby.
It's alright. And I'm like, yo.
That's a smooth ass talk.
That was the closest to a talk that he did.
Yeah.
But he got a bunch of grandkids from my.
Yeah, he already locked and loaded. Like, now, like, now, so
He's
now
good with you now.
you lock it up, clamp it. What was I saying? What would y'all say is like y'all biggest strengths and biggest weaknesses in regards to relationships, past, present?
My biggest strength is my passion. I'm passionate about who I'm with and her happiness. Passionate.
Bitch, I don't want no child. Passionate about this love, but
I think I used to call you Coke.
Coca-Cola? I imagine you even asked me that. You know how passionate I am about this shit.
Yeah, I'm passionate.
All right, before we get to your weaknesses,
I love
strengths.
Yeah, can you skip to?
Okay, Kelly has no strengths. So,
No, I have a strength in mine. Oh, you want me to see my strength?
Yeah, strengths. Before we get to weaknesses.
I would say
Besides
that-
you.
But then it's so hard to find a weakness.
I would say that I'm just like, I just be chilling. Like, I'm really cool. Like, I'm really chilling. Like, I don't do too much.
But that is also a strength that is so underrated. Like, a woman that's just chill.
I don't do much. Shout out to Beans.
I don't be like, I'm not like
Even
a
though Beans did a
hassle
lot.
or a headache. I would say that. Like, I don't do.
Okay, not hot meat.
I was talking to someone about that the other day. I was like, cause they were like, yo, like mama really take up a lot. Like she really deals with a lot from me. I was like, what?
She does.
Audacity, like, you know, Uncle Joe, you wouldn't know really, but like, I have a lot. I tell a lot of stories, podcasts, Instagram stories. You know, do a lot of jokes. In regards to the African stuff, you know, Flintstone feet, this and that. You do a lot. And I was like, first of all, I don't do much. So I feel like that's the least she can deal with. Like, I'm a faithful, devoted,
At 26,
attentive king. Like, it's like you can't take a few jokes and stories. Like, I don't tell her nothing about new two.
You ain't want to see me at that time.
26.
There has to be
Ripping,
something.
running.
Like, you
It
can't
gotta
be
be
perfect.
something.
Q is so laid back at 26.
You'd rather that be that. You'd rather be that. Than,
It's a little scary.
yeah.
It's a little scary.
I would accept that.
I don't want you to turn 40 and be like, you know what?
Losing my mind.
Like,
Yeah, don't start wilding.
Yeah.
The Corvette.
That happens.
The Corvette.
The Corvette and the Mohawk.
Yeah, seriously.
Wow.
Yeah. You show up with your nipples pierced and shit. Like,
The reason why, besides me knowing myself, whatever, but bitch, shut up, cat. But my dad, he's the same way. My dad was very even killed throughout his entire life, and this whatever, and whatever. That's season here and there. But yeah, but it's like you deal with a lot. Fuck shit. I'm treated like a king, like a queen. She lucky to have me.
She lucky to have me, or you lucky to have her.
But strength. So I agree. Like I feel like I don't do much. I agree with one of my strengths, whatever. What do you think?
For me, I guess well-rounded.
Well-rounded.
So I can be like what you need at the moment. So it's like so it's like
you going with it?
Yeah, so it's like the handyman, the black tie guy.
What you fixing, nigga?
I do all that shit. I do all that
Keep
shit.
it a house.
Build me a house, nigga. Twitter live.
If it's on YouTube, I got that shit.
I'm gonna still make fun of me because I took me like 3 hours to build a bar stool, and he was like judging me. I built it. No, this man a fucking man, yo. I can't.
Click.
I can't. First of all,
Yo, it took me like 4 hours.
I had a little ass screwdriver. I came up next time, I put together a bar stool. If it wasn't a bar stool,
I think it was your enthusiasm. It was like really. It was like
it was
It was
nothing.
color coded. Connect the yellow to the red.
It was nothing in my mind that wasn't just proud. Like it was like I didn't see nobody sinking this ship. Like, I'm I forget
I did it.
Bar bench, nigga. It was in a stool, like the bar bench. Like three people sitting this. Like I did it with like one screwdriver, like and the thing that came with the shit. I didn't call nobody. And it was like, how long it took you? I was like, you know, it took a day. Like, I did this shit 45 minutes.
I watched 2 football games.
I watched Godfather 1 and 2.
Episode. Couple episodes.
I didn't watch Godfather 3 though, just the first 2.
Right.
Yeah, it could pop my bubble though.
Like, yo,
Fuck y'all handyman ass niggas. Nigga drink millennials.
Millennials, dog. We hire people.
Yeah. All right, so weaknesses.
Weaknesses is definitely just like y'all chill.
You don't chill.
I chill, but I want to be booed up. And that's not always, that's not always the thing.
That's right. That's that passion.
Yeah.
I guess one thing I get a lot is that I feel like I have to, like I'm right all the time. Like I feel like I gotta.
Oh, so you talking about me though?
But I really be right.
No,
I feel like I'm right all the time. I really do be right.
I mean,
I won't give Kelly this though. A few times told her some stories, whatever. Nothing too crazy. But in regards to girls, I'm like, yo, they told us shit. No, you was right. I'd be like, hey, your credit there.
I like that.
Yeah, most times I'm pretty much right. But I can admit when I'm wrong, even though people say I don't. Like I admit it, you just didn't accept it. But I think I can admit when I'm wrong. But people say I always gotta be right. I just be right.
I respect that. And Dollar's weakness.
I guess if I have an issue, my go-to thing is to just like I kind of shut it down. So it's like
I have that too.
My
That can be a
it's like usually for the most part I'm mostly positive. So it's like usually that's not an issue. But if there is an issue or whatever, I'm not confrontational. So it's like I'd rather just, I have nothing. I just don't have nothing to say, or I'm gonna be to myself, or I'm gonna be quiet. And then sometimes it comes off. I've been told.
You don't care.
I've been told, that like I come off cold or that I don't care. And it's not that. It's just like I'd rather just go internal than to like unload shit. And
so that's my thing.
So that's something I'm working on.
I'm gonna hold this down, and dollars. So that's my thing, right?
You think that everything ain't that deep, but what's
relax.
that?
No, I'm gonna speak for things that if they bother me, right? So yeah, a lot of shit y'all bitch about ain't doing shit. We don't go into that side. But even something that bothers me, I'm trying to break out of it actually, to be honest. But it's like, I be like, yo, like this shit, same logic. But it really isn't. Even if it bothers me, I'm like, it isn't that deep to address it and to possibly make it a whole thing. So I'd rather just like sit with it and let it pass. But and I'm thinking like, girl might not know us, whatever. So like, I can just be in this little thing in my mind, this little mood, and it'll, pass, and then we cool instead of like having to. I just want to talk about everything.
I admit I do that. Like I marinate on things. Like I like to see like if I'm really if I'm tripping or if this is something I really care about. Like I'll think about it for a while before I'll be like, well, this like you shouldn't like. I'll address it. I'll think about it before I start to address it.
But you still address it though.
But I still address it.
Gotcha, all right.
You gotta know that I was hurt.
At least you think about it.
You gotta know I was hurt.
It's to the point where it's like I've had a woman that I was talking to, like she completely snapped just because she wanted to see a reaction out of me. And it's like, yo, why you have to go to like I'm talking about like throwing my shit across the room, like trying to break my shit, and it's like, yo, I do care about you, I do love you, and in my way, it's like, for me, it's better to not unload all this shit on you right now, and to just like hold it in, cause but I know it, for some people that's a problem.
How about this? Back to women not being shit, right? So like, things that change. Nothing we talked about before on the ad is like how again. When first we get a woman to do certain shit, whatever, then eventually y'all start feeling comfortable. What? Not comfortable.
Men do the same thing. I said that.
I
said men do the same thing with sex.
No, I'm talking about little shit though.
That's a difference.
I'm being petty right now.
Go ahead.
Cause we talk about this all the time. Y'all went fart around a new nigga. So being around a nigga for a while, nigga, yeah.
No.
You don't fart at work, right? You only be fart. You been working your job for 10 years. You ain't farting all the time.
Nobody around Hell yes, I do.
Y'all get comfortable.
But you still got some thought though. Yeah, I ain't gonna do it. Everybody's next to me.
Yeah.
But if it's a nigga you think is cute, a nigga you might fuck or whatever, and you're not farting around him, you just not gonna do it.
Y'all been next to each other for 5 years. I ain't fucking yet. I want to. I ain't gonna fart yet.
You want to fuck? You're not farting around.
But you went to do. You actually with him for 5 years now. And I'm farting on top. What you expect me to do? Like,
you gonna leave me because I'm a fart?
Maybe I'm weird because I feel like I would never do that shit. Like I feel like I see people do it like they do ever. Like because I see people like do the Dutch oven where like they fart under the covers and pull the covers over them like their hand and the girl hand.
I don't even know what's the name.
You want to talk?
Yeah, it's called the Dutch oven.
I don't know what porn you be watching, and that just disturbed me. That's the Dutch oven.
Yeah, you know what that is. You know what you know what a Dutch oven is.
Gage invented that porn.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this. You want to talk about a deal breaker? If a girl ever did the Dutch oven to me, it's over. But first of all, I'm already about to break up.
I'm trying to get you out of the house. I'm gonna tell her to do that.
I'm already about to break up with you for farting in the first place.
It's
It's
like,
that you did the Dutch oven.
why's your body producing
What am I
gas?
supposed to do?
Hold it.
Or go to another room.
For how long?
Exit the room.
What would you have did when you was at work? You would defuse the bomb.
You wouldn't find it.
It's very simple. Everybody just walk around society farting all day. Y'all figure it out. But when you're home, like,
Everyone walks around farting all day. That's what everyone does.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Well, that's
Just
just
a little show you retarded. You just farting at your job all day. Like,
People be farting.
yo, that's the 40 ass nigga that's always farting at the desk all
This is
day.
one guy at my job.
He retarded. Look how you put the story, bud. You judging me right now.
Retarded. But he will not hold his gas for nothing.
That's
If the manager around, the boss around, he don't care. The
That's
higher,
not cool.
he is letting that
should
gas
get
go.
fired.
He not saying excuse me or nothing. Like,
Damn, not even an excuse me though.
Like,
Alright, that
I'm on the
nigga
other side of my
savage.
queue. The wall
That's
is
a
super
future-
high, and I can
that's a
feel
future
I
mad
can
shooter
smell
right
it.
there.
I can smell it over to my queue. Like, he
That's
don't
fucking
care.
disgusting.
And I feel like people are like, some people are more conservative with it, and some people just don't.
Well, that's just like in relationships when people talk about like taking a shit with the other person, brushing their teeth with her. It's like, all right.
Or
no,
just like they
that's too
taking
much.
shit while you in the shower, like it's like, oh, I want to talk to you.
No, like don't talk to
I don't
me.
like that shit.
It depends. Like,
No, it doesn't. Come.
No, it's not really. It's not.
No, it depends on anything.
I'm just saying, like, never mind.
Never.
I don't like even a lesser degree. Don't even pee while I'm in the bathroom. Like, no, like,
my
wait,
God.
nigga, like, it
These
ain't
are
that
natural
long.
things that
I
like,
wish
we can't.
I wish she
Yeah.
would take a shit while I was in the
attraction.
shower.
Yeah.
Deal breaker. Like,
You gotta
Yo,
know.
I remember I was working at Miss Tootsie's.
no, I gotta go keep the place. Like,
And Miss Tootsie's got the unisex bathroom. So I was like,
Really?
unisex bathrooms, how did that work? I was like, oh, I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Top
So it's
side.
like, it's nothing crazier than like hearing somebody pee hard as shit, like 3 stalls
You
down.
come out as a
And
woman.
y'all want like, it is like this badass joint. And it's like,
she
yo,
bust her ass.
I already know too much about you already. It's like, yeah,
You
so
already
it's like,
shit.
I don't need to, like certain things I know
Maybe
everybody
she
does
drink
it.
a lot
Like,
and-
everybody poops has sold a lot of books, but I don't need to be in the same room with you while you do it.
I agree.
Y'all too bougie.
But it's always.
Damn, I'm bougie because I don't want to smell your
Like,
shit.
y'all,
Like, you know.
y'all think that makes y'all like the love chore or something?
Oh,
Like,
we
yeah,
can shit in
like-
front of each other.
No, it just makes it like if we're like.
My only problem is that you're not gonna shit in front of the boy that you're trying to fuck. So
Right.
don't shit in front of me, cause you can still attract me.
You gonna leave me? Oh.
Yeah, still
Yeah.
attract me like you
Yeah,
trying to
that's exactly what
attract
I'm
the
gonna
boy at
You're
work.
not, because then the next girl that you
Still-
get, eventually.
You know
she'll
what
do
it
the
is?
same thing.
Y'all do things like this and then get mad at the man cheats. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All these little passive aggressive acts ultimately lead to him fucking your friend. And then you get mad. Like, it's not his fault. You like, oh, I never cheat on you, but you fart.
Y'all don't see the
The
pattern.
Dutch
Y'all
oven
don't see
shit.
the
But
You do the Dutch
and you
oven.
leave the toilet seat open on up. You pee all over the toilet seat.
Not me.
You leave stuff everywhere.
Nah, me-
I gotta clean up after you, but I can't
I don't know
let
this
out
dude.
one
I
little
don't know those
fart.
guys.
I don't know this.
I don't know those dudes.
I know a lot of messy women.
Talk about it.
Like women, like
Talk
we was
about
talking about earlier
car.
about like yo,
I know that
I
was
appreciate
messy men.
I appreciate the fact that you have a clean car, Kelly, because you
Most women
'cause
don't.
Don't you know in a movie like when
I never seen the trunk, though.
when a couple like sees each other and they want to have sex and they like wipe everything off the desk and like start going at it. One time I got in this joint car and she did the table swipe to her passenger seat and I was like, that shit's still on my side. Like, it's still, like, right there.
It's on my feet now.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
oh, watch out for the checkers bag and a fucking.
Like, literally, dog. I could have made a meal from the shit that was on her floor. I was like, yo.
Do you really know a lot of messy men, or you just saying that?
No, I do. Like,
yeah.
I would say like when I was in school, yes. Like, I never wanted to go to the bathroom in a guy's room.
Yeah.
Ever.
Dudes, I have seen messy bathrooms and shit like that.
At this time, it's not as much. Like, I don't know.
Men that's living with their mom that had their own room, or men that had their own places, or own spaces, roommates or whatever. Those dudes are usually not messy men. Just from my experience.
I know I'm usually like OCD about myself, so like,
yeah.
Usually when Jones come to my crib, they like, oh, your place is nice for a man, and it's like
let's talk about it, Kelly. All the dudes you ever dealt with on an intimate level in any regards, were they messy? Most of them.
No, one guy was like super messy and then like turned me off. Like, I never wanted to go to his house ever again.
Wow. That's
like
fair.
It was that bad. Like
That's
it was
fair.
Like food type shit or just junk? There's a difference.
Junk.
Junk is
And
bad,
he had
no, I agree,
a dog and a cat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it smelled like some things in there.
Smell, that's a different type of decision.
So you deal with white guys.
No, it wasn't a white guy. It was a black guy. I never dated a white guy.
He's from the county. It's cool.
He's from the
No,
county.
he's from Philly, West Philly.
Yeah, West Philly.
Yes.
Oh, he
He's
knows those
from
guys.
Philly.
He knows those guys.
Yeah, he was from West
Darby ass.
Southwest.
Yeah.
Oh, West
He
Philly.
was from West Philly. He was.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I had this joint, like, she was mad at me because she wanted to get more serious, and I'm like, I don't really want to go there. But she never wanted me to go to her crib because her crib was so messy.
Wow.
So one day I pulled that card when she was pulling the like, why can't we be more? I was like, yo, you want to be more with me, but you're not even open enough with me to show me your crib. And she was like, all right, you right.
That makes total sense.
Yeah, so it's like, so she was like, all right, we gonna go to my crib. So we go to her crib one night. She was like, hold on, this is after the club or whatever. We go to her crib. She's like, hold on, let me go in and straighten up. I'm like, all right. I wake up in the car an hour and a half later, and she's like, all right, I'm almost done. Look, dog. When I get in the crib, that shit's still like a trap house. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, dog, I've never seen so much stains on a carpet. Like, her bathroom.
An hour and a half, though. You
like,
asleep.
dog.
I know, right?
I was asleep. Like, nigga, I was drunk. I thought it was
But
gonna
you
be 10 minutes.
smash.
That's some anticipation.
Fuck yeah! Look, she pulled the mattress.
An hour and a half.
Oh, he talking about the mattress.
She pulled the mattress out into the living room because she didn't want me to see the bedroom.
Damn.
Because she just put everything in the bedroom.
Yeah, that's like, and she lived in Jersey too, so it's like, I'm here, like,
right.
I'm fucking, like, I'm not fucking, like.
Did you see her through rehab or you?
And was the pussy worth it?
Crackhead.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
Definitely worth it.
Was she fat?
Curvy. That means so proportion. So like the proportions was right.
I hope you trust the aunt though.
Yo, what was that story he told the last time about
Oh, the handicap?
Yeah. See, I didn't want to say it on camera.
Yams was fire.
Go listen, go listen to the last episode of Venn Diagram. He illustrates a very potent, vivid, beautiful tale of a girl in a wheelchair, the top 5 head he's ever experienced in his life, whatever.
Ever.
So yeah, so now we got in the rafters of his sex is fat girls, skinny devils, and handicapped shit. So you gotta experience them all. Really know what you about, whatever.
Nasty ass apartment.
Yeah, and jump right.
Y'all don't realize a walker is standing in between you and love.
oh my god.
That's a bar.
That's a bar.
That's a bar. If you guys enjoying something today?
Hell yeah, as always.
Especially if she 80. Shit, like, so she, all right, moving on. But you guys enjoying something today? Good conversation.
Absolutely.
Good talk. I think we successfully dismantled like everything that's to think about women. Like, yeah.
And I won most of the arguments. I'm just by myself.
You did well, but I don't know about one, but you did well. And I took it easy.
Yeah, you didn't get knocked out.
I took it
TKO.
easy.
TKO.
I held my own.
Cool.
Yeah,
Look, shout out to y'all. We either gonna call this good knees or something else.
They gotta incorporate.
Or Dutch oven.
Fuck that Dutch oven, man. Some nasty
You ain't
shit.
gotta be Dutch oven.
Look, don't think y'all cool enough in a relationship to do that shit.
All right, Dutch oven it is. RightonQuelive, talk about it. We out. Shout out to everybody.